Hello there. Welcome to Lakeside Petals. Today we are going to be making the Poinsettia Christmas tree. This is a class that I teach every year around Christmas time where we get all the girls together and I come in and bring everything. But I also have now started supplying kits, and so let me explain to you what you're going to get in a kit if you purchase one from me. Okay, so you're going to get enough flowers to make, I believe it's 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, yes, to get 14 flowers and the centers. You're going to get a wood dowel for your curling of all of your petals. You're going to get leaves. I believe there are 22 in total. A star, and that's going to be on the top of your tree. And let's see, then we're going to have some little stars that'll go around the canvas. The base of our tree. And a triangle that we're going to use to build everything on. We're going to build everything on here and then just attach it to our canvas. Now some of the kits, if you choose, will also have an 11 by 14 canvas. I also have kits that do not have the canvas if you already have one at home. So here we go, let's get started. So each one of these flowers has 3 petals, the poinsettias. So what I like to do is stack all the same size, because it's a large, a medium, and a small. Stack all the same size and do like 3 or 4 at a time. I went ahead and pre-made these to kind of speed up the video a little bit, so I only have the one. But I would say if you can, to stack them up, and this process will go a lot faster. But all you're going to do is take your wood dowel and we're just going to lightly pull up all the way around, and that's just going to give it a little bit of dimension. Now as you go into your smaller ones, you can bring it around more. So it depends on how you want yours. And then I like to kind of do them a little tight, and then I can loosen as I'm building my flower. So we're just going to go around, and you're just putting it right in the middle and then pulling up. That's it. Let me show you on the small one, and then pull up and go around just to get right in the middle. And that's it. Okay. Now we're going to take them and we're going to put them in the palm of our hand, and we're just going to push down. So what that does is, see how it kind of raises it up a little bit? So it's not so flat. So instead of being flat like this one, we've got a little bit of raise to it. So we're going to do the same thing to this one and to this one. Okay. All right, so let's start building this flower. I like to check first and kind of see where I like it. You know, which direction do I want it to be in? But you basically want it to go in between the previous one. And I think I like that right there. Once I've decided where I like it, you're just going to add a little bit of glue to the back, and then we're just going to glue it right down. And that's it. Okay. Now let's do our next one. You can also pull up on these if you want a little bit more dimension on it and you want it to raise a little bit more, you can do that as well. And let's see where we want to have this one. Definitely don't like that. No. I think I like that right there. And then let's add a little glue. And put it right in the middle, just like that. And then we're going to take our center and we're just going to pull right up We're just going to give it a little bit of dimension so that it looks like that. And flip it over. Tiny little bit of glue. Okay, you can use tweezers for this too if it's easier for you. I just like to use my stick, and we're just going to stick it down. All right, so that's how you're going to do that. And you're going to continue that, so you're going to make all 14 of them. Okay? All right, the next step we're going to do is we're going to start building this tree. So what I like to do is kind of lay out some of my greenery. And I like to do a few and then maybe add in kind of another piece, like another color, and kind of go like that. And I bring them in a little bit. And then what I like to do is continue doing that. Okay, so we're going to go over here to this side. What I'm basically doing is just kind of giving myself an outline of how I want them, because then we're going to place our flowers on top here. Let me move this up. Can you see good? Let's see. That better? Yeah, okay. So we're going to do 4 in our first row, right? So I kind of just take a peek and say, okay, is that where I like those leaves, or do I want them in a little bit? This seems a little bit out far to me. So I'm going to bring it in some. All right, you wait a second. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. Just like that. I'll start with the first row. Okay, I kind of like that. Let's hold off on that. Yeah, and then I just kind of move these out of the way and glue this down. And you can glue on the bottom of it, or you can just kind of stick it right on top, whatever you want to do. Whoops, I'm just getting it in there. And then we'll do the same thing with this one. I think I'm gonna flip it the other way though. I think I like it that way. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. And then add a little bit of glue. So you can kind of do it any way that you want. I just use my finger and stick it in there. Okay. And then we are going to add our flowers. So I like to kind of work from the bottom and work our way up. When you're adding your flowers, the goal is to hide as much of the red triangle as possible. Okay. And then we're just going to work our way down. I like to kind of stick them in and then see where I want this one to be. I think that looks pretty good like that. Okay, looks good. Let's put that in. And we're just going to work our way right up this triangle. Just kind of sliding them in between each other. Just like that. Okay, now we have our first row. Now we're going to continue. I think I'm going to go over here. Continue to keep adding greenery. So now that we kind of have an idea of how far in we want them, I'm going to kind of come in here like that. And don't worry about that because that's going to get hidden, so we don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to do another one on this side. And come in. I don't want too much of it sticking out, but you'll have your own idea of what you like. And then let's do the other side. How about right there, looks good. And another one. You know, this craft you can also do with your kids as young as 5 years old. I've done this with a 5-year-old before. And all you really need to do is just substitute the hot glue for just some white glue or a glue stick, and then they would be able to help you. All right, our next row, we're gonna keep going, is gonna be the same. We're gonna do 4. So we're gonna go 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna continue with 4. So try to hide the greenery, or at least I like to, but you don't have to. I mean, it is a tree. And then another one in there, and one more. Okay, so we're gonna do 4. 4 more going across. So let's get that going. And get that put down. Come in, and we're gonna go right there on the edge. I like to position mine first just to get an idea and make sure everything's gonna fit properly, but you probably don't have to. It's just kind of my thing. I just like to do it. All right, so got 2 rows of 4. And depending on how closely you put yours together is going to determine how tall your tree is going to be, because you might want to space yours out a little bit more than I'm spacing mine out. All right, let's keep moving up. So on the next one, we are going to do, where'd my other one go? Oh, here it is. The next one, we're going to end up doing 3 flowers. I'm going to add another color in here just because I like that look. But that's up to you. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. There we go. And let's go to the other side. And let's do one of these. Go. Come up. Let's see. How about right there? Looks good. And let's do one of these colors. There we go. All right, let's do our next row of flowers. So now we're going to do 3. So we're going to do 1, 2, let's see, cooperate. Oh, glue strings everywhere. Okay. Thinking like that. All right, so this one's going to be 3. Now I made the triangle, our base, a little larger, just in case. Depending on how you built this, how close you wanted them together. I've had people who have taken my classes and they've done leaves all on the inside as well. They've had them kind of coming out, and you know, that's what you want to do. You can do that too. But it depends on how close you put these together, because we're probably going to end up cutting some of this off because we're not going to need it. So let's keep adding some more leaves. And then we're going to move on to 2 flowers. Okay, that there. This is going to go here. There we go. just like that. And then this is going to be 2. So we're going to go 1 and 2 like that. Okay, let's put those in. There we go. There's 1. And more glue strings. And let's do a second one. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to have 1 more up here at the top. So what we're going to do, and I didn't grab any scissors, 1 second. There we go. Is we're going to cut this off because we don't need it. You just need enough to glue your stuff on, so excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to add some more here. I might have cut that a little too short. What do you think? I think I might have. We'll find out. All right, let's add some green at the top like that. I like the way that looks. And then this one is going to set right down in there. And I think I did make it a little too short. So I'm going to add my glue down here to make sure that my glue gets down in there. Oops, there we go. I have my glue over there. There we go. Okay, so now you have your little Christmas tree. Now, if you want, I mean, you could add some more down at the bottom if you wanted, but I don't know if we need it or not. All right, let's bring our canvas in. Okay, so this, you can either have it going this way or you can have it going this way. I think I'm going to go this way. Let's position everything on. And then your star is going to slide right in there like that. Beautiful, love the star. And then we've got all these other little stars too that we're going to do 3 on each side. And that is it. Just thoroughly glue everything down and you're all set. You have created your poinsettia Christmas tree. Thank you for watching.